Hey, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Sorry we haven't posted here lately, but been busy with family stuff. So, anyway, a little different twist for you guys today here on Woodcarver's Corner, because first of all, we're going to be talking about my new business. This winter, I started making these coasters. And I feel like that this is really going to be a going business because they're small enough that people could buy two or three of them, put them in their suitcase, and still carry them wherever they're going without being too heavy. Um, so today I'm actually going to kind of take you guys through the process. You might notice that I have this table covered with these. Guys, there's probably 250 of these coasters finished here on the table. I probably got another 400 of them done. So if you guys wonder what I've been doing and not been filming on Woodcarver's Corner for the last, I'm going to say 2 months, I have dumped all of my labors, let's say, into starting this business, which I think is going to end up being a tremendous good business. I think this is end up going to be one of my best sellers here. So therefore, I've probably done 60 of these various grapes, and they are all unique as far as the color. Um, because of the way I'm painting them with these spray cans. I'll show you when we get down to the shop. There's no rhyme or reason to the colors. I've just been going at them. So anyway, we got subjects here. My gosh, we got bears, we got elk, we got skiers, we got cards here. You can see I got some various um, cards, which I have all the other aces and the suits. We have astrological signs. We've been messing with some flower patterns. I'm really excited about some of the flower patterns. I think these are really going to be good sellers. So, anyway, you guys that watched me on Woodcarver's Corner, I don't just dabble in wood carving. I have several other avenues, and I'm excited about this business. I've not only got some people in my family. Matter of fact, I've got a lot of people in my family helping me do this. These are all hand done by this family, you guys. You know, we every year we spend the winter trying to do stuff that we think will sell during the summer because we only got about 5 months of sales season here between snow to snow. So, anyway, you guys, I've done every design. I couldn't show you all the designs. We get down to the shop, I'll show you some of the new ones I really like. But anyway, we got all these various colors. We got all kinds of subjects. And I'm going to take you guys down and show you my process. We're down here at the shop. I got my work clothes on. And this room that I'm in, you guys. It's just a makeshift room that we put together for this winter to do these coasters in. We just wrapped tarps and plastic around an old awning that we had just to have a place to get in out of the weather and work. Anywho, the first step of what I'm doing is the tiles come in a full tile like this. See? And so therefore, I cut them in two. And out of each half, I'm able to get 5 of these. Now, usually I'll put my rubber gloves on. I'll put these safety glasses on. So my first step would be this right here. I get everything just right. I found that you're better off not to try to force this through. You're better off just to let that diamond bit cut slowly. See, I'm not putting any pressure at all. It went through. Like I said, normally I'd have my rubber gloves on, but I'm only doing this for demonstration purposes. So you saw that took me maybe 2 minutes to make the actual coaster. All right, the next step of my game is I have an area over here. You can see I'm sorting them out. The better ones, like the one I just drew, doesn't have any blemishes in it much. A little dark coming through there, that's fine. So I'll stack them in a different stack than, let's say, look at these guys. They're all got figures in them. And what I mean by that, trying to get a few to show you, it's got various marbling stuff, chert, and various disfigures. So I have one pile that I put those over into that I will actually end up selling these just as coasters with nothing done to them, other than sanding the edges. All right. The next step after I have my coasters cut, which I normally will do groups of about 20 to 25 at a time. So I'll get them all cut and dried off. This rubber film stuff, you guys, has a sticky backing on it. You pull this film off, and I'll usually put some, I got a special glue I use, and I'll go through and glue up a whole bunch of my coasters. Then I'll end up putting this protective rubber over them. I'll stick them on there like that right there. Got. So once I get a whole bunch of them with these, now see here, I can reuse these stickers. So that's what I'm doing here is I'm pulling them off the ones that are finished and I'm putting them over onto these and they're ready. See? And you might notice I'm putting a little piece of film in between each one of them. That's things you learn along the way as I save the film when I'm taking it off the back. And that way, as I'm piling these over here, these are ready to sandblast, all of this pile. And so after I get them ready to sandblast, the process would be to take them out and sandblast. Got our dust mask on. I'll be putting this hood on, and I'll be putting this glove on. I only wear my glove on the hand that I'm blasting with because it blasts the abrasive back up against your hand and all. The other hand I like to keep where I can actually handle. See, if you got these big bulky gloves on, you can't really handle the coasters and move them around as well. So the only thing you really got to watch out for is you don't want to aim that sandblaster at anything other than just your coasters or whatever, because if you happen to run it across the back of your hand, it will sand your hand pretty darn good. So anyway, I was just going to show you guys, you hook your air supply up here to the sandblaster here. Sometimes it goes on there a little better. Feels like there's a lot of moisture in that air, which I'm hoping not. And what'll happen here is when I turn this air on here, I will reach down at the bottom of the sandblaster and adjust the sand coming through this nozzle. And this is a ceramic nozzle. And as soon as I get some sand going, I'll start to blast these. Now, usually I have a whole stack of them out here. And I'll sit there and blast through the whole stack. But for demonstration purposes for you guys, I only got 3 here. It won't take very long to blast these. So let me get my hood on first thing. Now, one thing that we have learned in the wintertime, blasting outside like I am, is if it's very cold, all of a sudden you're breathing inside of this hood and you'll fog the hood up and you can't see. And being able to see is probably the worst problem of sandblasting. Even now, see, this is a used deal and it's scarred up a little, but I think I can get some more mileage out of it. So, well, as you guys can see, that only took me maybe 3 minutes to do 3 of them. And I got them sandblasted in there just deep enough for the paint to be down in there good. So that's part of the process. Like I was telling you, usually I have a stack of about 25 or 30 up here, and I will actually do the whole pile at once instead of just 2 or 3 like we just did. As soon as our compressor inside there quits running, we're going to go back in and show you the rest of the process. And I know blue is an odd color for a dog, you guys, but like I just told you, I've not used hardly any blue this year at all. And so that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, is use a little bit of some color that I haven't used. Now, like on this spaceship here, I could get wild and I better move some of my stuff out of the way, but I could get wild and do, oh, that was a little more blue than I expected. Now it's a blue spacecraft. But a lot of times I've been doing this cool little thing with a little bit of gold. And even, let's say even on this dog that I just did, what if we just did like that, a hint? See how I give a shine to the dog with some gold on there? I like it on my dollar bills, like that. Even a little on that Colorado tomato leaf. And maybe even over here where I just goofed up my alien spacecraft a little. And I don't think we need it on the bird. I'm just going to stay yellow with the bird. But you know what I've learned with these colors, and I'll go through and show you some colors here in a minute, where you can't get hung up on, oh, what color? I've got, let's say, 8 cans of spray paint sitting here. And when I'm painting, I just grab a can and spray. I do not put a lot of thought into what color is this going to be or this going to be, because I have so many of them done. Now, for a minute, I'm going to move some of this where I can show you a couple of my favorite as far as painting, and trying not to get too hung up with what color. In other words, just grab another color, different colors. Sometimes I'll mix purple, pink. I'll mix various colors. See, here's a red with a gold overflow on this joker. Here's a new flower pattern. This is actually the first one of this pattern that we've done. This one says manifest love. This is the alien spacecraft in different colors. I really like how it came into an orange and a red down around the cow. This one I had a little difficulty with. Small print is hard to do, you guys. But this one says, "You are my sunshine." And of course, the U has dust in it. Various colors. Here's a pink with a brown even. Here is yellow with, this is actually red there. Here's green color, see, with gold. Manifesting happiness here, you guys. Oh, I love this pattern. And this particular one, you guys, I could never get that color ever again. I just love that color. It's got about 4 different colors. I just went across them, and then a hint of gold on top. But that's what makes every one of these unique. You could never get the same color on all of them. These haven't been cleaned up. This pile hadn't been cleaned up yet. But here's a Jesus one with some red and some little purple and color. Probably got painted the same time this one did if you get to looking at the base colors and stuff. I'll usually have 15 or 20 of them set up and just do various colors. Manifest wealth. And of course, got a lot of that Colorado tomato going on there. But, you know, this is a process, you guys. And what I've liked about this process is here's my wood stove right here. I sit here, I'm warm. I got a good LED light up above me up here. And I've probably spent 2.5 months off and on doing this. But between the ones I showed you up at the house, the ones we got in boxes, and the ones I got going here, I figured I'm getting close to 1,000 of these coasters done now. And for me, my goal is to have 1,000 of them ready to sell by summer. So now, if you guys haven't been to Marble, Colorado, most people come up here because they want to go on up and see the old mill, the Crystal Mill, which is supposedly the most photographed thing in Colorado. And we do have a good barbecue place here, and it's only open from snow to snow kind of thing, so mostly in the summer. And of course, we got 2 art galleries, which I am involved in, and my wife's involved in them. But anyway, hey, you guys want to come up to Marble and get yourself an official marble coaster? I'm going to have 1,000 of them for you when you get here. So thank you guys for tuning in to the channel. And if you know of anybody that's interested in this sort of thing, turn them on to our channel and share with them. We're still trying to get people to watch, and we've got some cool new videos coming up for you guys. So stay tuned.